Welcome back to the Wayniac Nation Fantasy Football Super Bowl Week Spectacular. Uh, I'm Wayne Cavati, your host, and I'm excited that the final game of this, I can't believe we made it to the final game of the 2020-2021 NFL season. And joining me, as always, are my co-hosts and one very happy fella because his team is in hosting pretty much the Super Bowl. Dunton, how's it going?
Fire those cannons. Oh, wait, we're not allowed to. Apparently that's home field advantage.
Home field advantage.
Can't fire the cannons when we score touchdowns. I'm a little upset by that. But I'm excited.
At the beginning of the game and halftime and the end of the game, it is allowed. So if you win, you can fire off a ton of cannons.
You don't think they're going to fire the cannons if the Chiefs win? I think the cannons are being fired whoever wins.
Those things are loaded and ready to go.
Right.
And joining me from under 24 inches of snow and his own renovated ice hockey rink in his backyard is the one and only Fanduel Fiamano. Are you staying warm?
I'm trying. I was just outside. I flooded the rink right before the call. Had to get it ready for tomorrow.
It still sounds like you're taking a leak when you say it flooded the rink. I don't know. But anyway, we got a big game coming up here on Sunday, and we're here to talk about it. Last week we gave you our busts and disappointments of the year and our first annual Ass Hats Award. So we all had off on the picking. So just a quick reminder, on the playoffs against the spread, I was 6-6, Dutton was 4-8, and Fee was 2-9. And straight up in our picking, I was 9-3. Dutton was 6-6, and Fee was 5-7. So let's go ahead and move along to the Super Bowl. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are somewhat a surprise to some people, but not a lot of people, and the Kansas City Chiefs, who are a surprise to no one, and what many are anticipating to be one of the highest scoring Super Bowls in history. That being said, I shouldn't say the opening spread, it's moved a bunch. The spread I saw now is Kansas City giving 3 points. Dutton, let's go to you. What do you think about that spread, and what do you think is going to happen?
All right. So if we're only talking about the spread right now, because you piqued my interest with the highest scoring Super Bowl potential, which always means that it ends up being like 17-12 or something.
Right.
But that being said, we all were texting during the fourth quarter of the AFC Championship game, estimating what the spread would be of the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Knowing that the Chiefs were in it. I said 6.5. Some people said, ooh, that might be a little high, but not too far off. And we all saw it at 3, and we all were like, whoa, that's low. And I still think it's low. There's a lot of money. Like, people are putting huge bets on the Bucs just because, I guess, to move the line. I don't know, right? I mean,
because they're dogs and they're gonna get more for their money.
Right, for sure.
Home dogs, pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. I mean,
you can't do it.
I mean, it's really hard to pick against your favorite team, right? But I just don't know how we stop the Chiefs offense. I don't. We've played them once before. Yeah, and I just don't. And we'll talk about it in a little bit. So I'm taking the Chiefs, and I'm taking the Chiefs to cover.
Fee.
All right. So I read a stat, and I don't know if it's true because I didn't do any kind of research and follow it up or confirm it, but I read a stat that said the Super Bowl winning team covered 46 out of 54 times. It was something like 46, 6-2 against the spread. So whoever wins the Super Bowl covers the spread usually. Now, I don't know if it's true, but I'm following my gut here, and I'm going with Kansas City because I think they're going to win, and so I think they're going to cover the spread. I still don't believe in Tampa Bay. I picked against them last week. I don't think they're good enough to stay with the Chiefs. I really don't. I know they have a really good defense, and I know they played out of their minds in the NFC Championship game. And they're going to have to do it again to slow down the Chiefs offense. And while I think it's possible, I don't think they're going to be able to win the game.
I want to pick the Bucks, and I have several reasons why. Well, I've been the only one so far that's done so the entire playoffs, and I've been right. Secondly, like I understand you read that stat, but I think about Brady-led teams, right? And the Rams Super Bowl, they won by a field goal, like on a last-second field goal. The Panthers Super Bowl, they won on a last-second field goal. The Eagles
Patriots
Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
They were the
Yeah.
Patriots. So these are Tom Brady teams. So Tom Brady teams win. What was the last one? 10-9. The Rams Super Bowl,
Right.
What was that?
So if they win, they usually win by a head.
But I'm gonna go contrarian on you guys, and I'm gonna take the Bucks because Brady's has the magic of not covering. So I'm gonna go reverse psychology here and say that the Bucks hit the spread, because when he was on the Patriots, he would lose the spread. And I'm taking the Bucks.
What I was gonna say is that the Giants have proved that wrong twice, except the problem is that Brady was a favorite in both of those games.
Right.
The Giants as dogs won both of them.
So I wonder if Brady ever covered the spread. I mean, the Seahawks game was won on the last drive. Then the Falcons did it go to overtime?
It did.
It did went to overtime.
I don't know if they cover. I don't know. They must have covered the spread. Well, no, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what the spread was in that game, but they
I don't
won.
remember.
Well, they definitely covered his first Super Bowl because they were underdogs.
They were
right?
underdogs against.
So
the
they
Rams.
won. So they covered. So it doesn't matter there, right?
It's still a 1-point game.
Right, for sure. But they covered because they were underdogs.
Panthers, no. Eagles, no.
No way.
Giants, no.
No.
Giants, no.
No.
Rams, no.
Falcons.
probably
Falcons
not.
might be the only one because of the touchdown in overtime.
Right, they won by 6.
Right.
Right. And if the spread,
Most
but if the spread was 6.5,
Right. But if the spread was 5.5, they cover, right? So that's
I'm
the
gonna
only.
say that was the Falcons were the number one offensive football that year. So I'm gonna say that the spread was probably not higher than 3 or 4.
Right. So that's probably the one they covered.
Right. So
But they had to go to overtime to do it.
I'm gonna go opposite and say Brady finally figures out a way to cover the spread. Bucks win this Super Bowl. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna be the one. We have to have someone. I mean, the Chiefs' offense is a steamroller right now, but I've been with the Bucks the whole way through the
I would
playoffs.
love to be wrong. I would love to be on this show next week and be celebrating with a championship, right? I would love it. I just
I want you like Rob Schneider in Necessary Roughness with the champagne bottle by himself. Just doing that.
but we're going to talk about it, right? That offense, the Bucks defense is great against the run. Go ahead, Wayne, take us there, right? Like
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there because I can't wait to say what I always say.
I know.
Right.
Over under is 56. I think this is the easiest over in Super Bowl history, which, like Dunton said, is probably going to be 21-17. But if it's 35-28, right, you hit. You think it's under fee?
I
do.
Under.
Yeah, I'm on the under here. 56 is a lot of points,
It is a lot.
especially for a Super Bowl. I know that both of these offenses are very good. I think their defenses are better. And I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I don't think, 56, that's a lot of points. I just think that defenses are good enough in this game where they're going to keep it low scoring.
Super Bowls tend to not go crazy. I mean, when we were younger and in college, the Super Bowls were so lopsided. You have like the 49ers scoring 50 points by themselves, or the Cowboys erupting for but it hasn't been like that in a long, like 20 years. It hasn't been like that, pretty much, you know? Yeah, you convinced me. I'm going under.
I'm going to go the under only because that's the only way that I think the Bucks have a chance. I mean, if this game is hitting the over, then we're in trouble because that's bad. Because that means the Chiefs are putting up 30 plus points, right? And we can't hang with that. We need the Chiefs in the 20s. So
listen, nobody's talking about the Chiefs defense either. And the Chiefs defense was very good. Like they weren't any slouch, really. I mean,
but statistically, they're middle of the pack.
All right, fine. But I just feel like they kind of showed up when they needed to.
Right. And that's part of That's
which
the
is what I think
playoffs.
Tampa Bay does best, right?
So, Tampa Bay's over under is 27.5. I think that I want to make clear that Fiamano convinced me, and I revoked my over on the game total at 56. But I am sticking with my Tampa Bay over 27.5. And the reason being is they just played the Redskins, the Packers, and the Saints, or not in that order, and the Saints, who are statistically better defenses than the Chiefs, and they scored 31, 30, and 31. Okay, so if you're saying the Chiefs are good, but those three defenses were all statistically better, then the Bucks are scoring more than 27 points because that's what they've done the last 3 weeks.
So here's the thing. The way the Bucks win this game is by running the ball, and running the ball a lot, because it's what the Chiefs don't do well, and it's how they keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands and the Chiefs' offense off the field. If they do that, they're not going to score a whole lot of points.
They need to
And if
score
you're going
28 and they win.
to take the under in the total, I don't know how you take the over on the team.
28-24.
Yeah, but right, because you're on the Bucks, right?
Dutton, what do you think?
Fair enough.
Bucks over under 27.5. I'm with Fiamano on the running side of it. I really am. Wayne, I completely hear you on the amount of points they've scored the last 3 weeks. That being said, a lot of those points were handed to them by their defense, putting them in a great spot.
You score points.
Oh, 100%. The difference is Patrick Mahomes doesn't turn the ball over.
Does Aaron Rodgers?
That's a valid point. Valid point.
You know?
So I don't know. I'm going to go with the 24-21 score if the Bucks are winning this game, but I don't think the Bucks are scoring more than 24 points regardless. So I'm going to go under.
Did you say that Green Bay Packers defense is statistically better than the Chiefs defense?
Mm-hmm.
How much better?
I don't have it open.
It can't be by much, but
It's not. They were both like right there.
let me
One
tell you
was probably
something.
15, one was probably 14.
If Brady
Yeah.
throws 3 interceptions, they're not going to win this game.
No, I'll agree with that. Chiefs over
As
under.
good as Rodgers was this year, I just don't see the Chiefs blowing an opportunity like that.
I mean, the Chiefs are just Andy Reid's a great coach. Their offense is sick. Patrick Mahomes is very smart. I mean, they're just a tough team to beat. But the Chiefs over under is 30.5. What do you guys see there? I got to go under if I want my under to hit, and Bucks to win hit. So I'm going under.
I'm going over with them making it 31-24 final score of the game.
Fiamano.
Yeah, I kind of 31-24. It gives you 55.
Under the 56.
And I kind of like that.
Covers the 3. It hits all the boxes.
I'm on the under in the total. I'm on the under for Tampa. It's just a question of whether or not I think the Chiefs score 31 points or not. I think I got to take the under on that too. I think it's got to be a low scoring game and very close. And so I just don't think if I'm on the under on the others, I got to be on the under here.
This is going to be fun.
Well. Maybe like a 27-24
Right.
or 27-21 or something in that range. 28-24.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that
a
would
good
be
one
good
there.
too.
28. See, I'm telling you, the 24 is
So-
what's sticking in my head for the Bucks score. 24 points for some reason.
Yeah,
Possible.
yeah. I'm on the under across the board.
So you're saying that we know what you're saying, Fee. How are the Chiefs going to beat the Bucks?
Well, they're going to have to do it through the air. Because what do I say every single week is that the only way you beat the Bucks is through the air. You don't.
And the Bucks are atrocious through the air. I mean, let's face reality. They allowed over 4,300 yards, 69% passing, which I think was the 4th lowest total in the NFL. But the Chiefs' run game they're not gonna be able to do anything against the Bucks because the Bucks defense is too good, and the Chiefs running backs it's a mess back there.
here's the difference between the Chiefs and the Packers, okay? While Aaron Rodgers basically only had a Devontae Adams to throw to, and yeah, I know Lazard had a big play, and like
You got it. Keep
but
going.
those guys aren't that great, okay? Holmes has Kelsey. He's got guys out of the backfield. Aaron Jones got hurt too. Let's not forget that. He's got Tyreek Hill, and then and then you can throw in either Mecole Hardman or Demarcus Robinson, whoever you want. And oh, by the way, is Sammy Watkins going to play?
Possible. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So
let's bring back more weapons for the team that doesn't need more weapons.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes will run the ball if need be, as opposed to Rodgers, who decided that he was not going to run the ball with a wide open 15 yards to the end zone.
The thing that scares me, and I just watched the game again the other day. Tyreek Hill had 200 yards receiving in the first quarter against the Bucs when they played in week 13 or whatever it was, right? 200 yards in the first quarter.
They may want to try to take him away.
Okay, and there you go. So let's take Tyreek Hill away. Travis Kelce's then wide open, and he's going to have 150. Right, and we can't do it. Like, you're right. We need to run the ball. We need to win the coin toss and run the ball for 10 minutes. We need to be the New York Giants against the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl 25.
Well, they also did it against the Patriots when they had the highest scoring offense in the NFL when they went undefeated. And what the guys do? They won the toss and ran the ball down the field the first quarter for 10 minutes.
It's the only way.
10-minute drive is the longest Super Bowl drive in Super Bowl history.
Right.
And kept Brady off the field.
Yep.
Yeah.
And by the way, Brady got one chance and in the first quarter, and then they didn't even score until the first play of the second quarter in that Super Bowl.
Yep.
So it was 7-3 in with 12 minutes left or 13 minutes left.
So this game is chock full of fantasy stars, right? You got Mahomes, who's the third best quarterback, Brady, who is the seventh best. Tyreek Hill was the second best receiver. Mike Evans was number 11. Travis Kelce was the top tight end. Obviously, Gronk was number 8. He got hot there in the middle for a little bit. Fee, who do you see having a big fantasy day in this Super Bowl?
Well, I see Kelce having a big fantasy day, but I also see Mahomes having a big day too, because again, you can't run the ball in Tampa. So the only way the Chiefs are going to do it is through the air, and that's Mahomes. And then who is he going to throw it to? I think we talked about it. I think the Bucs try to take Tyreek Hill away, which leaves Kelce open for, it doesn't matter. Maybe he'll have 20 catches for 150 yards. He doesn't have a catch over the middle for 8 yards every single time.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs will take that. The Chiefs. Oh, yeah. So I see Mahomes and Kelce having big days. I think the Chiefs try to take away Mike Evans. So I kind of see. So I think I got to go with. Here's the question: who are the Bucs going to run with? Are they going to go with Fournette? Are they going to go with?
I think Fournette has has to have a big game.
I think it's Fournette. I think
he'll be the bruiser.
Yeah, and and let's be honest, Fournette earned it. As much as I wasn't a Fournette fan coming into this season, he's earned it in the playoffs. He's had some big runs, big possessions. Stop throwing him the ball, because him trying to catch a screen pass is like a rhinoceros trying to ride a tricycle. Like, it's not going to go well, right? Yeah. Just let him run the ball. Don't throw him the ball.
All right, so my last guy would be Fournette. If I'm choosing 3, I wouldn't count out Brady by any means, because it's not like the Chiefs have some juggernaut on defense. So right. He'll get his through the air too. But I think if I had to choose a top 3, it would be Mahomes, Kelce, and Fournette.
Dunton.
It's interesting because, first of all, can we just talk about that? No matter who wins the Super Bowl, the winning tight end is going to be something to watch on TV, right? Because both of them are clowns. Okay. That being said, Gronk really interests me this week because I mean, I'm reading all these articles that Brady had to get on all the Bucks in the locker room in the Packers game after the game because they were all excited and crying. And he's like, dude, it's not over. Like, we still have a game to play. And Gronk is a security blanket. Gronk has been there through all these Super Bowls. I think if the Bucks have a chance to win, I think Gronk has a big game. So I like that. The other one that if I had money in Vegas and we could all hang out in Vegas, I would love to throw some money down on Scooter Miller catching a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Because the amount of trash talk that's going on with him and Tyreek Hill right now, I think there's going to be some plays called for him. So watch out for Scotty Miller. So
I think Fournette's going to have a nice day. I think he'll be the best running back in the Super Bowl fantasy points wise.
Is Antonio Brown going to play?
He's still quite. He got limited reps today, was what I saw. But he'd be a nice pick. I agree with Dunton on Gronk. See, I saw Gronk scoring a touchdown anytime prop bet was like plus 125-ish. And I think that's a lock. I think Brady's going to look for him in the Super Bowl just because it's him. I think he gets a touchdown, and I think that gets him some points. And then, even if they don't shut down Tyreek Hill, I think Kelsey is. If the Chiefs win, I would go here. Let's do this question. If the Chiefs win, the Super Bowl MVP is going to be Kelsey. If the Bucks win, it's going to be Brady. Ooh. So I think Kelsey has the biggest fantasy day, no matter what.
Wow.
All right, Fee, we'll go to you.
Yeah, Fee. I'm going to think about this.
What do you want?
MVP. Super Bowl MVP.
Super Bowl MVP. I would agree that if the Bucks win, it's Brady. That's easy. Even if Fournette has a big game, because
he won't. It's going to be Brady.
It's not going to matter. If the Chiefs win, I like the Kelsey call, but I think it would be Mahomes. I really do, and I know that's okay. You take the two quarterbacks, and that's fairly easy to do, but I really think that's who it's going to be. If Chiefs go win, they're going to go, I think Mahomes is the MVP. And if the Bucks, it's Brady. It's a little harder on the Chiefs side, but I think Mahomes would probably get it.
Dutton.
Okay. So first of all, it's going to be fun because so-and-so, you just won the Super Bowl. What are you going to do next? I'm going to Disney World. Okay. Get in the car. It's right down the road.
Right.
All right. Right. Okay. We'll be there in 20 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to get a little nuts. If the Bucks win this Super Bowl, it's not going to be because of Brady. So I'm going to give the Super Bowl MVP to linebacker Levante David.
That's a good one.
If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, I'm giving the MVP to Travis Kelce. Only because there's so much hype around this guy. He's going to have a big game. Win or lose, he's going to have a big game. Mahomes won it last year, but they're going to look and be like, the Chiefs win, it's going to be like Kelsey has. Fiamano, you said it. He's going to have like 15 catches, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. It's going to be like, he's the greatest tight end in the history of, and he deserves it all. Give him the MVP. So Travis Kelce, Chiefs win, Levante David, Bucks win.
What's the coin flip? Heads or tails?
Tails never fails.
Tails.
I'll go heads. So we got 2 tails and a head. Who scores first?
Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs.
I'm going to go Chiefs as well. The Bucks usually need to adjust. They're not that first quarter team.
No.
Real quick. I made it. Oh, wait, is there more?
No. Yeah. Go ahead.
I made a real quick single game fan.
Okay, go for it. Fanduel Fee.
Here we go.
I got Mahomes in my MVP slot. I got Fournette, Kelsey, Harrison Butker, and Gronk.
Wow, that's a pretty good team you can put together.
Pretty solid, yeah. I like it.
I want to try and do a Mahomes-Brady lineup, but you're not going to be able to get a whole lot more in it.
Right.
It'll be interesting to see what I can pull off, but that was my first.
I'm going to put you both on the spot here. I'll start with Dunton. Earliest Super Bowl memory.
Ooh,
that's easy for me.
86 Giants.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I could give you like the whole story about it.
Go for it.
Go.
Yeah, so it was the 86 Giants Super Bowl. I don't really recall the year before that. I mean, I know about it because I watch highlights and everything else, and like the Bears were insane, and the Giants lost to them the year prior. But in '86, the Giants were really good, and they came into the Super Bowl as favorites. And my dad we had a basement. We had a big basement in our house, and my dad had his buddy Freddie over with his kids, and both of our families were in our basement watching the Giants Broncos Super Bowl on TV, on like one of those tube TVs. And we were just going nuts because the Giants were scoring a lot. I mean, they scored 39 points that game, and like we were going crazy the whole time. And right after the Giants won the Super Bowl, Freddie took 2 beers and poured them on my dad's head, and everyone was going nuts. It was so funny. I was 7 years old.
Nice. That was a great team.
That was
The McConkey catch. I loved Bavaro. That was a great
Oh man,
Super Bowl.
it was so great.
That was Harry Carson.
It's a good memory.
Harry Carson put on
for
the
me.
yellow jacket so
Yeah.
he could pretend to be security. The
Gatorade.
Gatorade on Parcells.
Yeah, it was a very good memory for me. It's definitely my earliest Super Bowl memory. I mean, I was only 7 years old, so
I feel like Harry Carson started
I remember it vividly.
He did.
right? He started it all.
Mhm.
Yeah, Harry Carson.
The amount, it's funny because mine is 7, but we're a little bit apart in age. So my first Super Bowl memory is the Dolphins losing to the Redskins in Super Bowl 17. So it was 1983. I just turned 7. And I remember watching it. I remember my brother being very excited because he was 4, and that's when he decided he was a Redskins fan. And now he's a Washington football team fan, and I make fun of him about it. But I do remember John Riggins dragging Dolphins down the field, like scoring a touchdown. I was like, this guy's an animal. So
I know I definitely watched that Super Bowl. There's no doubt in my mind. But my earliest memory is the following Super Bowl when the Raiders blew out the Redskins when they were going for the repeat. And I remember it because I bet Ben Fisher a pack of cards, and I took the Redskins, and I remember he loved the tight end Todd Christensen, and then Marcus Allen had that crazy ass run. I remember
one of the best runs ever in a Super Bowl.
And I lost a pack of baseball cards, and I was furious at the Redskins. And then I never liked the Redskins again. And now they're not even the Redskins. That's how angry I am at them. They changed their name over how angry I became at them. So that's like I said, I know. I remember Marino. I remember, everything, but I really, really remember the Raiders Redskins Super Bowl.
When did it become appointment television? Like Fiamano, I feel like the Giants winning was the first year where I was like, I'm locked in on the Super Bowl from here on out. And, I was kind of rooting for the Giants, trying to figure out football at the time.
I definitely watched the Bears the year before because of the Super Bowl.
I did too. I
Shuffle
definitely
and
did that.
everything.
Right. I think that's about right then when I was kind of like Super Bowl's appointment television every year. Like
I would agree with that because I definitely watched the Super Bowl every year after that. But I almost wish that I would have started even a little bit earlier. And I definitely watched the Giants earlier, but I don't remember watching the Super Bowl specifically before that. Because I feel like I would have. I remember the Bears, and I remember the Super Bowl shuffle, and I remember the whole thing about it. About them doing it before the Super Bowl even started, happened or whatever. And like,
I had it taped to my wall. I remember they printed the lyrics.
The Super Bowl itself. But I do remember watching. I've definitely watched football prior to that. It's just the Super Bowl specifically was that 86 Giants team.
This is how popular the Bears were in the Super Bowl shuffle. They printed the lyrics to the Super Bowl shuffle in USA Today. Because I remember it was hanging on my wall in my bedroom.
It was nuts. They were the most famous team in the world at that point.
Jim McMahon was
crazy. It was great. It's great.
He hated Pete Rozelle.
Oh yeah, didn't he have the headband with?
Yeah, but he couldn't wear it because it was Adidas or something, so he would write on it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anything else to add on our Super Bowl spectacular? You guys have any other wild predictions you want to make on the game?
Over under half of national anthem.
I was going to say
I love it. I set it at 205.
Who's singing?
Yeah, who's singing the national
I
anthem?
thought it was the poet, or is
No,
she doing?
she's not singing the national anthem. Hold on.
Who? What's the over under? 205.
I'm setting it at 205.
Oh, what's the actual over
I
under?
don't. I'll look it up. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
Country
205 is quick for Super Bowl. I feel like it's usually.
Tell me
Country
who's singing.
singer
I'll tell-
Eric Church.
Oh,
What is that?
country singer Eric
Oh,
Church.
country singer.
Okay.
They usually, I mean, I go under. They usually do. They don't. They usually do a standard version. It's not.
Yeah,
Usually,
it's not like
Very
someone
drawn out.
like a Mariah Carey who draws out notes and such,
I'd
if
have-
you would.
Somebody
Oh,
tweeted
Pops.
during the inauguration. Somebody tweeted that Lady Gaga is the first performer to ever hit the over on the national anthem.
Nice. Yeah, I'll go
Right.
under. If you're setting at 205,
I'm looking it up. Hang on.
I'd love to know if there are any more good prop bets.
Here's the prop bet. Here you
Oh,
go.
there's
Hold on.
tons.
I know, but I mean,
I think I saw Kelsey was 73.5 yards over under. I feel like that's an easy
It's a
over.
lock of over.
Yeah, I was just
73 and a
gonna
half.
say,
I feel like
that
that's a
should be
quarter.
over.
Yeah. It's half of what he's gonna get. Maybe that was just for the first quarter.
Okay, so the over under is 159.
I'm still going under.
Ooh,
Okay, so here's some research for you that I'm going to give you.
that's
The average length of the anthem is 156. The longest rendition being Alicia Keys, Super Bowl 47 at 235. Shortest rendition of the Super Bowl. Wow. Jewel, 1998, Super Bowl 32, a minute 27.
what?
But
She
she
did
just
like the
fly through
micro machine man. You remember that guy? How did he talk so fast?
That's crazy.
I'm going at 199. 199. What'd you say?
159.
159.
159 over under.
I
I'm
go
going.
over.
I'm going under.
I'm going over.
He might be in Jewel territory. We might be looking at like 130. He might
Okay,
be
here's a fun one for you because there's an R&B singer performing with Eric Church, Jasmine Sullivan.
It's
So-
over. It's
okay,
over.
So hold on.
Oh.
I'm giving you the info. So I'm saying over. Okay, then will either one of them forget or omit a word? Yes is plus 1,000. No is minus 5,000.
No way.
Yeah, it's not even worth the bet.
Nope.
No.
No one's
Yeah.
gonna forget a word to the national anthem. But wait, so there's two people singing the national anthem?
It says they're performing together.
Okay, then
It's
I am
an
going
over.
over. Then I'm going over.
Will any player raise a fist during the national anthem? Plus 1,200. No, minus 5,000.
I would say yes.
Why not go for it, right?
What is it? Plus 1,200?
Yes is plus 12.
Oh yeah.
No is minus
Oh my
5,000.
Oh wait, plus 12, not plus 1,200.
1,200 plus 1,200.
Everything okay over there?
Fucking cat just jumped on the.
Okay. Will any player take a knee? Is the exact same odds. Plus 1,200
No.
for yes, minus 5,000.
I
They
don't
haven't
think
done it
will.
all year.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Mhm. Alex Okafor took a knee and raised a fist in the first game.
But did he do it the rest of the season?
I don't know. Which player will be shown first during the national? Oh gosh, these are fun. Which player will be shown first during the national anthem? Tom Brady minus 130, Patrick Mahomes minus 110.
It's definitely Brady.
It's Brady.
It's
There's no
100%
question.
Brady. They're playing in Tampa Bay. Which player will be shown first? Travis Kelce minus 130, Rob Gronkowski minus 110 during the national anthem.
Kelsey. They'll go from Brady to Kelsey
To Gronk.
to Mahomes.
Yeah, I'd go with Kelsey over Gronk.
Which coach will be shown first? Andy Reid minus 130, Bruce Arians minus 110.
Is there any reason
It's
to show
Reed.
Bruce Arians? I mean, at all throughout the
It's
game?
Reed.
Guy's a
Get out
jackass.
of here.
I like Bruce Arians. I think he's
Of course
funny.
you do.
He's funny. He wears that fun face shield or a mask or both sometimes.
Yeah,
All right, that's all I
yeah.
got for you. Those were fun.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, have fun this weekend at your whatever you're doing for your Super
Socially
Bowl.
distant Super Bowl party. Keep it up.
Yeah,
We're gonna make it through it, people. Keep the
We're
fight
almost
going. We
there.
can get
We're
through it.
almost
We can
there.
get through it.
Wear your masks.
That's
Wear your
right. We can get
masks.
through it. We can do it.
and we'll be back next week, and we'll start our We'll start out handing some good awards out instead of the ass hat award.
like
Happy Super Bowl picking, win those prop bets, and
Fire the
here's,
cannons.
and here's the tails. Oh, R.I.P. Screech. Have a good night.
Yes.
Good night.